Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I've got another nail design. So for this design in particular, I feel like that one should have probably been posted a bit more closer, maybe beginning January or like mid-January, because I feel like it's got a nice mixture between Christmas and Valentine's, and I feel like at that time it was that kind of transition going from Christmassy nails and then kind of approaching Valentine's, so that's probably when this nail design would have been best. But nevertheless, this design I just really like. I'm super excited to be sharing it. I feel like it came out just the way I wanted it, and yeah, I just hope you guys like it too. So, as you probably know, I've already buffed my nails and I am now going in with my base coat, and as usual, the base coat that I am still trying to get rid of and use up is the Venelisa base coat, the 12ml one that I've got ages ago. I am coming to an end. In some videos that you are probably going to see in the future, I'm kind of like scooping up the very last little droplets from the bottle. So that's the base coat applied, and now it's time for our base colour. And of course, if you know me, you know that this is going to be the base coat, the base colour that I'll be using. I am obsessed with nudes, you could say, and I found my my personal two favourite nudes, and you all know that this one is literally my favourite. So in case you are new to the channel and you do not know, this is a nude from the company called Cloud Beauty, and it's in the shade N17, and it's literally my favourite, and I'm so happy that you get 50 milliliters in one of these bottles because they literally last you a lot. But if you're like me and you do end up using it in pretty much all of your sets, then it might not last you as long as it should. I do go a bit mad on it. But hopefully in the next upcoming few videos there might not be too many nudes involved. I am trying to kind of, I don't know, pull the brakes on this nude, because I do feel like I should probably start using different kind of colours in my collection and not just kind of stick to the one, because I am constantly expanding my collection but not always reaching for the new ones. So something I kind of need to work on. It's a personal issue. So yeah, just applying my nude colour. We're going to pop that one into the lamp, and after it's out, we're going to apply a second layer. So I'll just quickly walk you guys through the gel polishes that we'll be using later on in the video, because I don't think I actually end up showing you the packaging. I just end up straight away using it. I kind of jumped the gun there. So the two colours that we'll be using is a white and a red, and the white is a very nice, strong, very pigmented white, and the red is what the kind of red I'd like to say is the perfect kind of red. It's that not too dark, not too light, that kind of perfect red. I know everyone will have their own different ideas of a perfect red, but this one is in particular perfect for me, I think. And both of those gel polishes that we'll be using are from the company called Makartt. Once again, if you guys have watched my channel, you probably know that in the majority of my videos now, whenever there's a red or a white involved in any sort of way, I do reach now for my Makartt white in the shade called Blank and the red in the shade called Scarlet, I believe. They've just been like my biggest lifesaver. I never thought I'd love these as much as I do, and it's a very pleasant surprise. They are literally so pigmented, absolutely amazing when it comes to nail art. They level out so nicely that I just keep reaching out for them. So I'm so sorry if you guys will end up seeing them in the next few upcoming videos. It's one of those gel polishes that when they're new, maybe I'm a bit hyped on those right now, but yeah, I just love it so much, and I'm sure you guys will see how good they are when using it in today's video as well. Yeah, I just really like it. So now I'm going in with my nail art brush. We've got two layers of that nude. It does appear somewhat sheer, but trust me guys, when you take it off the stand, you cannot see it. And I'm going in with my nail art brush, and I'm just outlining the French tip on the thumb. And so the whole nail design is all pretty much a French tip, just kind of each nail has a different kind of design, and some of them have a white French tip and some of them have a red French tip. So for the thumb, we are going in with a white French tip. So I'm just outlining it. That's the kind of way I like to outline mine. I like to go in my nail art brush. I kind of create a line where I kind of want the French tip to kind of go to. And then I just drag one side all the way down to that line. And then I do the other one other side as well, dragging it to the line that I've placed. And that's kind of how I do my French tip. I hope that kind of explains it. On top of also seeing the video, I'm not the best at explaining this this French tip situation. So I'm doing that for this video today. It was such a long video. It took me so long to film and edit it, so I felt like I didn't want to really bore you guys too much, so I only show you one coat of me applying the actual French tip. So I did apply 2. You'll probably notice that after popping it into the lamp, suddenly it will come back out super pigmented and super nice. So that was 2 coats. So in case you guys are recreating, I would also advise to do 2 coats as well. And so as you can see, we are doing another white French tip, and that nail is going to be the ring finger. So for both of the white French tip nails are actually going to be the sweater nails, which I think came out so cute. It was the first time I've ever done a sweater nail with hearts, and I think it was the best move. I think they look so nice. I was slightly worried that you might not be able to actually tell that they are hearts from kind of like far away, but you really do. You really do, definitely. So I'm just finishing up with that white French tip, and then we can work on our red French tip. So I'm going in with the red, same thing from Makartt. Absolutely love that red. I cannot rave about it enough. I just keep wanting to talk about it and using it every time I go and reach for some gel polish just to create a set. I just kind of look at my Makartt red and I'm like, kind of want to use it. But yeah, anyway, so with the pinky, I am doing the same thing. That one is now going to be a red French tip. And we are also applying the red on the index finger as well, and that one is also going to be a French tip. The one difference that we are going to do is the middle finger. So for the middle finger, it's once again also going to be a red tip, but we're kind of going to do a little bit of a twist, and I wanted to have a heart in the middle of the nail, and I wanted it to be nude. So I was kind of fighting with myself whether or not to just cover the whole tip in red and then go back in again with that nude. But I feel like, of course, the nude is lighter than the actual red. So I was worried that it wasn't going to show up as well as I wanted it to, and then that the red would kind of be still seeping through the nude, and I kind of was worried about that. So instead, I decided to outline my French tip just like I'm doing right now on this nail, but of course on the middle one. But before filling it in, which you will see in just a moment on that middle finger, you will see that I actually also kind of drew my heart and filled in that tip but just going around the heart. So I decided to place a heart kind of in the middle of that red French tip where I'm placing it. And I think it was the move. The problem with those kind of things is that it's really hard to get the hearts to be identical to the other hand. So I'm sure when you notice at the end of the video, when I show you guys a clip it again of it being in the box, you'll probably notice that the 2 hearts on either hand are very different, which is slightly annoying, but I'm not too fussed. I mean, you know, it's hand art. It will never be identical, so I will accept this one. I won't bother myself too much. But there you go. As you can see, that's the kind of heart I was talking about. I just drew it out, and then I kind of have to go around that heart and now filling in the red tip. But I mean, you know, this is a bit kind of like harder as well. You have to be a bit more precise and a bit more careful right now, trying to not to wreck the heart. But then at the same time, I feel like I prefer to do that than struggle later on trying to draw out a nude heart. I can't even talk anymore. A nude heart on top of that red. So I thought this would be a better option, so I'm just filling that one around, and then once that nail's done, I am popping the whole set into the lamp, and then once it comes out, you are all going to see it with 2 coats, and then we can start working on our funky nail art designs. So here is the nails done. There we go, and it's going into the lamp, and here are the 2 coats now. So it's time for our nail art. So I am starting off with the index finger, and so that's the nail that I decided to kind of do that candy cane kind of vibe to it. When I was doing it, I wasn't actually thinking of it being a candy cane, but it is. It ended up being one, and also for some reason I decided to just do 1 coat, which was a mistake. I feel like the red is kind of like, you can see it coming through the white, so it probably should have required 2 coats. I probably had enough now, because this nail design took me so long, and it was just a lot going on, and so much nail art and so much precision that had this nail art involved. So I think I just kind of gave up on this one. So just doing the candy cane kind of lines. There we go. And then once that one's done, we can work on the rest of the nails, which I'm super excited. I know for the middle finger, which I'm not too sure might be up next, we are going to outline that heart with the whites, which was also a bit of a challenge, and I don't think I actually shown that properly on the camera because it was really tricky. So I mean, painting the heart was tricky as it was, to now kind of go around the heart in white and kind of do the same kind of thickness all around was a massive struggle, I can tell you that much. But it wasn't, once again, perfect, but there we go, that's what it looks like. But at least it's something, and it gave that kind of border, and it definitely made it look so much better in my opinion. So now it's time for the pinky. So the other two nails are in the lamp. As soon as I'm done with them, I like to pop them in just to kind of get them done and not knock them down later and ruin the design I just made. And so now I'm going in with my dotting tool, and I'm dipping into that white, and I am placing 2 dots next to each other. Right in the middle of the nail, I did 2 big ones. The one down the nail is slightly smaller, and then one at the top is the smallest. And then I'm going in with my nail art brush, and I'm just kind of connecting the dots together to create a little heart. I feel like it's such an easy little method. I know some people sometimes even use 3 dots. They do 2 next to each other and 1 at the bottom and kind of connect it. I've never tried that one before. I feel like I've seen someone do that a few days ago in a TikTok or a YouTube, which I thought was quite interesting. I feel like this one, it just works fine, but I've never tried it with 3 dots, so I don't know how that one works, but I can tell you that this one is a tested method and it works perfectly. So that's the 3 hearts I did, and I feel like it looks so nice. So now that the whole set is out of the lamp, I am now going in with my nail art cleaner and my lint-free wipe, and I am wiping down those nails because for some reason, as you can see, even though you cure the gel polish, there's still kind of residue left, almost like pigment left. So when I go in with my matte top coat, which is what we're going to do just now, it's kind of like, it ends up kind of dissolving that pigment and it ends up being stuck on a brush. So then later when I go in with that brush on a white nail or a pink nail and there's some red kind of pigment on there, it just kind of transfers onto that nail and it just ruins the design and it just becomes a big mess. So I've now learnt my lesson. I've been there, I've done that, I know that it kind of does that, and as you could see when I was wiping it, there was literally red pigment on there. So imagine the pain if I went in now on that white French tip nail with that red pigmented matte top coat. That would be a massive pain. So I'm just going in with my matte top coat across all those nails, and I am using the matte top coat from the company called Miley. I got this one on Amazon, and it's from the company called Miley, but it's kind of like they're trying to advertise it as a My Gel kind of company. I'm not too sure what's going on there because the actual company is Miley, but they've got such a small little logo on this bottle, and yeah, I don't know. But it works, so that's the most important thing, and I really like it. It came in a set of 2, so it was a matte top coat and it came with a base coat as well, which is nice. I believe you can also get a glossy top coat and a base coat from that company as a set of 2 as well on Amazon, so really like it. I did do a review on it, I believe, at some point, but it was quite some time ago now, so I can't even remember anymore. But yeah, so that's kind of what it's looking like. The last time we are ever going to see this set glossy, it's going in the lamp, and here we have our matte nails now. So it's time to finish up the 2 white French tips. So for those 2, like I said before, it's going to be a sweatered look. So you want to grab your nail art brush and you want to dip into that white and create 2 lines, one of either side of the nail, leaving a nice little middle bit where you kind of are going to use for nail art. Just add some, although if you're doing a real sweater look, you'd normally do those zigzaggy lines in there, but obviously for this set, because I was thinking of Valentine's at the time, so I'm going in with my dotting tool again and doing the same method in creating a heart like we did on that pinky. So just connecting the dots, and we are doing 3 hearts in the middle of the nail. So that's what we're doing, and because this is going to be a sweatered look, we are not curing the gel just yet. Once the whole design of that sweater look is kind of applied, we are then going to put some clear acrylic, and the clear acrylic that I'll be using is from the company called Glitterbows. I really love their packaging, they are absolutely amazing. I did also get 2 new gel polishes from them, which I'm very intrigued to see what they look like and swatch them, but I haven't had a chance yet. I've had so much posts come through and a lot of stuff to review and show on the channel, but just not enough time to kind of go through. And I feel like you guys kind of prefer nail art at the moment anyway, so this was a pre-filmed video, so I thought I'd grab that and post it for now, and then later do some reviews and stuff. So here is my clear acrylic that I'm just popping onto the nail. And I don't know how much you should put, and I feel like until I can see that it's not fully sinking in anymore, that's when I'm kind of happy to pop it into the lamp. But I'm not sure if there's an actual set way of how to do it. But that's what it's looking like. I'm popping into the lamp, and after that one, it's time for the ring finger, and we are pretty much doing the same thing. We're gonna create the 2 lines. We're going to do hearts in the middle as well, and once again, it's also going to have 3 hearts. The only difference with this nail is that on the sides, on the thumb, we did lines, and then for this one on the sides, we're actually going to do little dots, which was nice. I feel like I like both, and I couldn't kind of decide which one I wanted to do, so I did both. And yeah, I like how that kind of gave it a bit of a contrast and a bit of a difference between the two, rather than them being identical. So this one was also slightly harder to do because the hearts were so small and there was just not a lot of area to kind of work with or in, so it was a bit more harder, and I was worried that you might not be able to distinguish the fact that those are hearts, but once again I was wrong, and you can. So if you guys have at any point those kind of doubts, then just keep going, keep pushing through it. You can do it, because I thought the exact same thing and it came out just fine. So that's really nice, and as you can see, like I said, I am just going in my dotting tool, and then on each side I just did the dots just to fill it up and make it a bit more just busy, I guess, make the nail look a bit more busy. And then I'm popping that acrylic again. It's their glass slippers, I believe is the name of the clear acrylic. I'm just popping it on, and then once I'm happy, I am popping that set into the lamp, or at least that last nail now, and then our whole set is finally done. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it didn't kind of remind you of Christmas too much, and it did have that little Valentine's twist. I did also include a video of it on my hand as well at the end of the video, just in case you guys want to see again of what it looks like on the hand. And yes, that will conclude the video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.